Good evening, everyone, and welcome to my weekly analysis for the precious metals. My name is JR. Today is Friday, April 17th. Market is closed 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll start off with the monthly chart. Monthly chart came below here. We had the false breakdown. Big move to the upside. Tested the 20-day moving average. And since then, really since December of 2014, really gold has been, at least on the monthly chart, has been having a hard time closing below this key level here, 1180. All right. So right now, stochastics are really neutral. Looks like they're starting to point down again. So we'll see what happens if this 20-day moving average will continue to push this market down. Though we've tested this 20-day moving average quite a few times, the more times we test it, the more likely it is that we will break resistance. But until that happens, we still have further room to drop, right? 20-day moving average pointing to around 4 o'clock. Started to flatten out, but it's starting to fall back down again. So we'll see what happens in the next coming days. That's your weekly. That was your monthly. This is your weekly. Currently testing the 20-day moving average. On this weekly, for the last 3 weeks, we have not been able to close below 1198, though we have tested the 1180 zone. We haven't closed below 1200. So that's for the last 3 weeks. We'll see what happens in the next coming days. And of course, this is your 20-day moving average. Really just very neutral. And stochastics are still pointing higher, so obviously further room to gain. Okay. This is your daily chart. Daily chart, I've spoken about this head and shoulder formation here. And currently it looks like it's trying to play out. So at this point, we would need to see a drop down to this level here, roughly around 1150 area. For this head and shoulders to validate, you would obviously have to test this level here on the 1140 and fall below that level. Below that level, again, like I said before, we're looking at around 1050. That'll be your target. Okay. Within that level still, we are still in the process of figuring out what this inverted head and shoulders is going to do. You have your shoulder, your head. And this could be your other shoulder. So again, key level here, 1225. A break above this level here, we can easily test the high 1300s. But as of right now, we want to see if it's going to retest this high 1220 zone again before dropping. Okay, so these head and shoulders can play out in a number of ways. We'll see what happens. Right, that's the daily chart. Stochastics are still pointing higher. And on the 4-hour chart, let's delete some of these lines here. And on the shorter term time frame, you can see a bit more clear that a break above this level here, the 1209, will probably be testing the 1220 zone, 1225. Broke this trend line right here. Okay, this was the break of this downtrend. This is on the 4-hour chart, though. I normally don't use the 4-hour. I normally don't show you guys the 4-hour time frame. But as we can see, the 20-day moving average is flattened out and now is starting to point back up. You have a nice buy zone here, but again, I would rather wait for confirmation, see if this thing is going to go up, and we'll buy with momentum, right? A fall below this level obviously would open the doors to the 1180 area, and below that level, of course, we'll be looking at 1150, 1140, okay? On silver, monthly chart for silver. Again, never tested this trend. Never tested this trend line here. As of right now, really just trading sideways for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months. Okay, really just sideways trading. 20-day moving average still pointing down. Stochastics looks like they're turning around. So again, further room for downside on the monthly chart. On the daily chart, again, you can see a bit more clear here, this range trading. Really just a lot of range, just a big range here for the last 7 months. So what we need to do is we need to break above this level here, the 1850, or break below this level here, the 1550. So 1550 key level, this level here, 1850 also key level. But we'll see what happens. Really the same type of formation. You kind of have a head and shoulders here as well in silver. Now the question is, are we going to create another low? So far this is your low, right? That's your low. Broke through this trend line here. All right, and this was really a wedge. We had a wedge, nice breakout out of the wedge. Sometimes with these wedges happens, if they come back down all the way to the bottom, then it could be a false wedge, and then you'll see a big move to the downside. But the wedge is still in play. This market can very easily go up, come back down, find some support here, and then create higher highs. And that's really what we're looking for. We're looking for a higher high. A break above 1740 would most likely open the doors to a test of 1850. Okay, and on the smaller time frame, really, this is the downtrend. This is the break right here, and you have a nice wick here, which means there's a lot of buyers here. All right, but we have not been able to create a higher high. So what you want to do is you want to see this come up, come back down, currently testing the 20-day moving average. Of course, break established resistance, which is set right now at 1650. Last one I'll do is the Dow Jones. Dow Jones been very choppy, very, very choppy. Let's look at the weekly chart. Weekly chart, again, trading flat here. We can see a lot of sideways trading here. And really what you want to see is a break above 18.2 or a break below 17.6. Okay. 20-day moving average moving up. And now you have a 20-day moving average that's pointing to 3 o'clock. Stochastics are getting oversold, so definitely more room for upside here. And of course, a break above this, this time I would expect a big rally to at least the high 18s, maybe even $19,000 range. Okay, but as of now, really just a lot of choppy trading here for the Dow Jones. My previous video, I did mention that this is resistance. Okay, this was your support. We had a big bounce, but again, found resistance here, and now it's moving down to this level here. So the question really is this going to win? Are these sellers going to win, or are these buyers going to win? We'll see in the next coming days. But a break below 17.5 would most likely bring this market down to the 17,000, possibly even the $16,000 level. That's about it. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.